sorry it took so long. If you were waiting for me, I'm sorry it took so long. I got a message from Susanna at some point, but I was working on that song, so I turn off the things that distract me. Anyway,
Wait,
go to
man.
bed.
Take
Sleep
your
well,
time, man.
and hopefully I'll see you back around sometime and we can chat some more.
Of course, man.
All right,
Bye,
cool.
everybody.
Good night.
Peace.
See you soon, Craig.
You are a
Right, not
bad
Keith.
person. Fuck all y'all. Assholes.
love you, dude. So,
It's a totally changes dynamics when somebody comes in. I like it. It's cool, and then it's like, okay,
he's a cool guy.
Yeah, he's cool. He fits right in.
ENTP.
building an army of ENTPs that will metaphysically go to war on something.
He got 784 as his tri-type.
784, huh? That's pretty
Should
close
create
to
a metaphysical monolith.
metaphysical monolith. I kind of want to do a nightly musings group, nightly musings.
What do you do? The musings.
A lot of musings do occur at night.
I think it's a good idea to muse togetherness musing. But what I also think is a good idea to do is to remember to put my headphones on so I don't get echo.
Echo.
We'll do a nightly musings.
So me and Audra play with the thought of making talking with infamous people just for ENTPs.
Good
Just for
idea.
bullshit. I've designed the shirt as well. I think it's the same. I designed the shirt just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it's the same font though.
The font I use is Lakeshore Drive. It's called Lakeshore Drive. It's fancy font. The fanciest font they had in the whole font pack.
That's Bello. If you click the link and see.
Mic check. This isn't working at all. Yeah.
We can hear you.
Did it work this time? I gotta see this.
I can hear you. Oh, you can't hear it.
You can hear clearly now. The rain is gone.
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Okay. Okay.
What's the slogan for talking with famous people?
Actually, social media.
Actually, social. Then I'm gonna use actually antisocial. This is just a parody, though.
I was thinking something along those lines.
You cut out there for a bit.
I was along the same lines, but you beat me to it.
Okay. All right, here we go. So, why is this audio not working? Is the next question on this. What's the settings say? And the settings go do 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 do. Mic check. Still not working. Mic check. Oh, I know why it's not working. Freaking stupid, Eric. You're so stupid.
Is it plugged in?
Well, I'm the OBS uses this mic, and I had the keyboard plugged in instead of the microphone. So obviously, that's not going to work. How about now, though? How about now? Oh yeah, now that mic's getting pretty sensual.
ASMR.
I like it, Logie.
Microphone checking.
That amuses me greatly.
Hi, friends. Host Eric here. Host Talking to Fans People. And what we are talking about, musing. That's right, a little musing. It's evening time, which means it's time for musings. And tonight I thought I'd do a little bit of group musings to include the others in the musing process. Musings for me means thinking about my day and sort of positioning myself SI-wise. So I go, okay, like, what did I learn today? Or how am I feeling about myself as it relates to metaphysical statuses and such that I might affirm or negate, such as I'm sad today, or it's sleepy week, or it's I'm today's a good day, shit's going down. Those kind of things all get then linked back into a larger framework of purpose in life kind of shit, I guess, or varying degrees of broadness of scope. But that's basically the idea of the musings section. And it was interesting, last night I did a really long one. It was like 49 minutes or something. And I have to say, I think it's one of the better things I've ever done, even though it's so long. And the reason is because I really feel as though almost everything I said in that is right on the money. But at the same time, I recognize the reason it's nightly musings is I don't feel the same way today as I did yesterday. Yesterday, I felt knowledgeable and mistook knowledgeable for skillful. Knowledgeable and skillful are different things. And I have to remember that whatever else, life is best approached as though one's skills were something in progress, and that one's knowledge was always ahead of one's skills, so that it is such that in whichever endeavor I'm endeavoring, I know more than I can do. The reason I think that's important is because one of the big risks of the ENTP's nature and ways, in my opinion, is the tendency to overweight the significance of the conceptualizations that we do about things. So I mean, I think this is sort of true for everybody. People tie their sense of self or self-esteem or their sense of worth, how much they feel like they're killing it and or struggling in life. They tie that shit to a number of different elements, and somewhat it depends on which type they are, right? So it's like, especially with Enneagram, if an Enneagram type 2 is trying to deal with difficulties and stuff and or just trying to manifest as realized a version of the self as possible, then they're going to be pretty helpful. Probably they're going to have sort of help their way to victory. For me, I've got to achieve certain things, and I've got to achieve. And the nice thing about life is, even if you're a 3 in the mix there, like I have, and even if it's not very strong, there are a lot of different ways one can achieve, and there are a lot of different aspects of the self upon which one can focus, such that, for me anyway, the healthiest self is a well-diversified self that has a lot of different things going on in the mix, and if one thing falls through, it's easy enough to turn my attention to some other thing. That requires a lot of social stuff going on. It requires a lot of creative stuff going on, and it requires a lot of actual work stuff going on. And that, I guess, is the strongest protective barrier between me and despair, is as many different layers of attention, of hopeful attention potentialities as possible. So there's a lot of different things that might pan out in some way that works out well for me, either just because it seems like it's going to be fun, or because it makes money, or because it broadens my understanding, or whatever the payoff is. Those sort of things make the difference between, for me, a happy realized version of myself and an unhappy unrealized version of myself. Is if I don't have enough spread in my shit going on, and it's not linked with enough people, then I don't have adequate network inertia or something like that. So that's my initial thoughts on the musings. So basically my musings, I'd love to get your guys' musings, either musings on my musings, or musings on your own musings, or musings about musings, or all of the above. Audra, would you like to go first?
Sure. Well, your musings made me muse about shit that I've got going on, which is good. And my day in general was, I did accomplish some stuff, so that's good. Got my next book, ordered copies of the next one, so I'm excited to see that in person in a few days. I don't know. It's funny. I've been musing lately that having too much of a secure sit there and pay me sort of thing actually makes me really lazy, and I haven't been doing enough. It's like I'm both bored and lazy in such a situation after a while. So
what do you feel when you? Besides bored and lazy, I get that, but why is it that, I'm really asking the question about myself, but I'm curious about your take on it and yourself, that why is it so important to be productive? Why does it matter?
I don't know. Does it matter to be productive, or does it matter to be... I think there's a difference between productivity and being productive and being like exploring or something. Like, that's not the right word, but because being productive doesn't seem to necessarily